Grace B Creations. Happy Friday. I am jumping on tonight to do a flip through on this Crafty Me Shop design team project of the lace book I did about a week and a half ago. We were supposed to have a live tonight, me and Laura Mitchell. She had something come up and we could not do the live. We're going to move it to Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will go ahead and post it on the group on Sunday. So instead, I had decided I was going to jump on and do a flip through on this book. Everybody has been asking me to do a flip through, and I'm so excited to show it to you all. And I am also excited to share with you all that we are almost at 3K subscribers. I am so excited and I'm so grateful for all the new subscribers. I'm grateful for all the regulars who have stayed with me since day one. And I'm so excited. I will be doing a giveaway when we hit that 3K. We are only 47 away from reaching 3K. I'm so excited. So let's move on to the book. I am so excited to show this with you guys. I absolutely loved this book. This was a book that was very different from me. And I usually do hardcovers, tall slims, flip-flop journals, vintage slim journal, tall slim journals. I don't usually do books that have lace pages. And I thought I've always wanted to do one, and I just wanted to give it a try, and I'm so glad I did. And I'm just going to jump in and show you all how this book came out. I've gotten so many wonderful, beautiful comments on it. Thank you so much. You all are so kind. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you all the inside of the book. So don't mind my stuffiness. I have allergies today. The guy just did our lawn out front, and oh my gosh. Anyway, so let's start off with the side tassel. What I did with the side tassel is I made a little jar here that has lace and beads in it. I'm going to try and bring the camera a little forward so that you guys can see a little closer up. I went ahead and I did some really cute beads for the tassel, and it's attached. If you can see here, I did a 3-part bead with a jump ring with lace on it. And then I did a little bow here with a rhinestone. And then, of course, we've got the glass jar. And then we have this dangle bead here with a bow. And that's a part of the closure. The closure is a ribbon with some sari silk. And I put an angel on the front here. And I made the little angel wings out of tulle. And these corners here, I have been hoarding for about 2 years, Crafty Me Shop. It was one of the first, I think, applique corners that I bought from her. And I've been holding them for a real special project. And this was it. I finally was able to find the perfect book to put this on. And I love how this looks. These corners are absolutely beautiful. And I added a bow here. And so we open it up, and I put a vintage photo here, and I didn't want to just have the image just sitting there and have a pop of color, because the book is mostly ivory and white. So I put a veil over it, a lace veil, and I thought that was such a neat little add-on to the book. This is stamped. This is one of the vintage stamps that I got from Crafty Me Shop, one of her vintage sales. And this is the veil that I created to go over the top. And it pins right in. And then we have this. I made this on my new embroidery machine that I got. I love it. And then I have another applique piece here that I got from Crafty Me Shop. And then, let me see, is there a pocket in there? No. Okay. There's all kinds of goodies in here. We have some vintage laces in the pockets. I tied that together. Some vintage laces here. We got like a doily in here. It's a pocket. And I've got like little clusters of lace that I absolutely love. Some of my favorite pieces. Little heart there. These hearts are actually from Ramona. She sent those to me from Junk Journal Creations. And I made these little clothespin clips. And what I did is I added tulle to it with a little pearl. And they're perfect for closures on your book. I like to just add those on to the edge just to give it a little something. And this is probably one of my favorite parts of the book. I made a purse inside the book. Isn't that adorable? And it opens up like that. And I've got like some laces inside, a doily. I got a little pearl. I love how this came out. This is my favorite, one of my favorite parts of the book. Well, I've got a part on the next page that's probably one of my other favorites, but there's the purse. I added some pearls for the top of the handle. And then we've got an applique on the side here. This is a vintage handkerchief that's underneath. And then here I did a cascade. I did a rose on the top and then I just layered it with some tatting, and I did sewing to layer all the pieces going down. Look at how beautiful that looks. And then of course this underneath is from Crafty Me Shop vintage sale I got a long time ago. I love this material. It's so beautiful. This is a small book. There's not much to it, but it's got a lot of cute, really, like, it's not like many pages, but it has a lot of really, really cute embellishments in them. And then of course the center I always leave open. I never put anything in the center. And I love these. These are like a staple for Crafty Me Shop. Everybody loves those. Got little heart pin on the center. There. And then I've got a Polaroid here, and I've got a pocket. I love how this pocket came out. I stitched that on. I want to add another Polaroid to this, so I might decorate a Polaroid with you, because this is going to be a short video, because it's not that big of a book. Enough just to show some really pretty laces. And here I put a stamp underneath, and then we have another cluster of laces that I love. I chose some of my favorite laces that I put together. I got some silk, and I pinned those on. And this is a vintage handkerchief that I got from a vintage sale. And this part I love. I did a stamp underneath the lace. This is a word stamp that I love. And then I've got an applique here, added with some beautiful lace here. And then I've got some lace samples here. This lace sample tags are from A Trace of Sparkle. Jennifer, she's got a kit that has a bunch of lace sample tags and stuff. I've got that, the vintage. I try to say lace and vintage at the same time. A vintage lace. And I've got a real beautiful, beautiful dress form journal card. And I've got another one of those clothespins that I made. It's beautiful. And then on the back side page here, I have a piece here that I did with a vintage typewriter paper, vintage typing paper, with another cluster of lace on top that I added just for the touch. I don't think I'm going to attempt to put that back in. Oh, there we go. It was just caught. So that kind of sits in there. And on the back, we have a doily with a sari silk bow. Another vintage lace piece here. And then a ruffle that I made. And then we've got the backing, which is another vintage piece that was from one of her sales. And then we have the back. And that is the book. I love it's just a perfect lace book. It has beautiful touches in it. I love how this came out. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's just so pretty to hold. I just love this book so much. I'm going to cherish it because it was one of my first true lace page book. I've done a lace sample book before, but this was one of my first lace book page book. And I love how it came out. I'm probably going to do a lot more now because I absolutely love how it came out. And I hope you all are inspired by it. This rose cascade, I love how this came out. It came out so beautiful. It came out just like I imagined it. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm stuffy. I hate that when it happens right before I do a video. So that is my book. And I'm going to go ahead. I want to decorate one more Polaroid to go inside this book. I wanted to add one more Polaroid to go inside this pocket here. So I thought I would go ahead and just make one really quick. Seeing that we didn't have the live, I'm going to go ahead and just create something. So let's go ahead and cut. And I'll leave a link below of the kit I got this from. I'm going to use the bottom one. Let's see. So I hope everybody is doing well. I've been pretty busy. The summer is here, and I don't know, these months are already going by quick. We're already going towards the end of June. It's going to be one of those things that spring is going to be here. I mean, fall is going to be here before you know it. I'm going to go ahead and use this one here. Me and Laura are still going to work on doing our journal series. She's just recovering from a back injury, and she is almost healed fully. She's doing a lot better. We were supposed to do a live tonight, but we're giving it a little bit longer. So Sunday night, we're going to do our live. And hopefully the week after that, we will be jumping into our book series. We're calling it the Pink and Blue series. And I will be doing a pink book, and she'll be doing a blue book. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and decorate this. I just want to decorate it with a little bit of lace along the edges. Let's see. I wasn't prepared for it, so I'm going to have to grab some laces for it. I love this ruffle, by the way. I love making a ruffle out of this pretty lace that's from Crafty Me Shop. It's one of my favorites to make ruffles out of. I usually put one on top to do like a double. I'm going to go ahead and pause really quick. I'm going to grab some laces to decorate this with, just so that you're not waiting on me trying to find the lace. So I will be right back in a second. Okay, I am back. I went ahead and I grabbed also some lace that I want to show you. I'm going to be doing a video on the different kind of ruffles that you can make. I've been making lace ruffles for a long time, and the other day I was working with my new sewing machine, and I thought I did like different kinds of ruffle. I did a top ruffle, I did a center ruffle, I did a double ruffle. There's all kinds of ruffles that you can make with lace, and I'm going to be making a video showing you how to do the different ruffles. This is a top ruffle, and it's super cute. I used that beautiful lace by Crafty Me Shop. It looks really beautiful underneath. And I did a design on the stitch, and I just love how this came out. And it has the tulle coming down. And you can also do a double ruffle where you do a ruffle here and a ruffle there. And you've got two sides of a ruffle with the center going straight. And then you've got the classic ruffle where you've got, you know, this is more like your classic ruffle going right down the center. And then you have the pleated ruffle, which is the really neat pleated ruffles. I don't like those as much. If I'm going to make a ruffle, I like it to be messy looking. I like it to look vintage, shabby looking. I used to make them super tight where it was like the perfect ruffles going across, but I really am loving doing the vintage style looking, shabby looking ruffles. So I'm going to show you how to do them. They look more like this, and I'm going to be making that video coming up next week. I'm going to probably do it for a Teach Me Tuesday video, so be on the lookout for that. So with the Polaroid, I'm going to go ahead and decorate it. I love this trim by Crafty Me Shop. It's one of my favorites, and I'm just going to go ahead and decorate the bottom of actually, I'm wondering if I should just use this as the top, and then I'm going to do a flat lace for the bottom. How did I do this one? Actually, I used that same kind of material, actually. That'll look really cool. Like, of course I'm all stuffed up, because I'm getting ready to do a video. The lawn guy came at the perfect time. I left my little window open. I think some of the leaves got in here. That's probably what happened. It's all right. It's okay. So how is everybody doing? Leave a comment below. What are you working on? You working on anything good? Anybody working on any books right now? I see that Rose just did a really beautiful book. Lucy just did a real beautiful book. A lot of people are working on some really pretty books right now. I am really wanting to work on another book. Ever since I made this lace book, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do another one. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just add a little glue to the bottom of the Polaroid. And I'm going to go ahead and just actually, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go underneath like that. I don't know if any of you are following the Karen Reed case, but she was found not guilty. I cried. I have been following that case for, oh gosh, almost 4 years. Like, I would say, no, 2.5, 3. It happened 4 years ago, but I've been following it for like almost 3 years. And I always knew she was innocent. And I'm so happy that she was found not guilty. It was such an intense, and this was the second trial. She went a second time because it was a mistrial. The first one was a mistrial. So I'm so glad it's over for her and she can start living her life. And all right, so I went ahead and I did the bottom with a little bit of an applique type lace. I'm just going to go ahead and trim it up, and then on here I'm just going to add, maybe I'll just do it to the corner. I'm not going to go ahead and do the whole top. I'm just going to add it to the corner. I'm just adding a little bit of a vintage lacy look to the Polaroid. I like decorating them up. Like that. Oh yeah, okay. That was I had somebody tell me in the comments, they're like, I just love that you even show the little quirks and the little, you know, the little mistakes that I make, and I show you how to fix them. And one girl goes, I love that you're real. You don't edit photos to make them perfect. And you're right, I won't. What you see is what you get. And if I make a mistake, I'm going to call it out. I'll rip something off if I don't like it. I'll show you how I redo it. I don't care. This is about a learning, right? Learning and inspiring. All right, so I just went ahead and I added a corner onto the vintage Polaroid. I'm wondering if there's anything else I want to add on here. I'm going to add a little bit of, probably add a little bit of a bow. I think I'll probably add a little, I'll do a little paper clip. I wonder if I want to do a paper clip or a pin. I got this little jar here from Michael's. Did I get this at Michael's in their new shabby collection? And I put my little gold pins. I'm going to paint some of these this weekend. And I got my ball pins that are white. I think I'll go ahead and do a ball pin. I'm going to shabby up some of those pins with white and let some of the gold come through. Give it like a really cute look. All right, so I'm going to take the pin, and I'm going to get a piece of tulle. I'm going to make a bow and add a little button to it. Just to add a little something to the Polaroid. Let me grab a piece of tulle. Don't mind the sound of my chair. I just got this, and I think it needs some DW40. It's like, what the heck? I just got this chair. It's already squeaking. All right, I'm just going to cut a piece of tulle off of here. You don't need a large piece. If you want to make a bow, just cut it in half. Now, you can sit down and mass make a bunch of these really cute bows on bulb pins. All you do is you take your tulle and you just twist it up. You tie it into a knot. Like so, like that, right? You just like split the top and the bottom, like that. You got a cute little bow, and you put it on your bow pin. You can add a button. I sometimes make up a bunch of these. I do the clothespins. I got a bunch of clothespins here that I did. I painted them white and I added a little tulle onto them just to put on the edge of the pages, just to give it a little something. It gives it like a nice little cute vintage look to it, right? I'm trying to see what I want to add on here. What do I want to put? Do I have any buttons? I have some of the Crafty Me Shop buttons that I got. These vintage ones here. I'm going to go ahead and add a little button onto the pin. Oh boy. There we go. Like that. Look how cute that is. I'll add another one. Do another little white one here. Oh, this one's a tiny one. There we go. We have two little vintage buttons there with a little bow. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it right on the top of the corner of the Polaroid. Like that. There we go. So now we've got a cute, and you can probably cut down some of the tulle. You don't need it that large. Yeah, there we go. Like that. So now we've got a cute little tulle bow with a couple of buttons, and now we're going to add this to the book. Just like that. See, we got two Polaroids now. Add that into the book. Like that, and have that sticking out a little on the top. Look at how cute that looks. Easy peasy. A lot of fun. Well, there you go, guys. There is my lace book with Crafty Me Shop laces. my design team project, one of them for June. I'll be making one more for this month. And I will share that all over onto the group. I will share below, Crafty Me Shop Facebook group. All the information will be in the description below. And I will see you all in the next video. We have a live coming on Sunday. I will put it in the Facebook group, Grace Be Creations. And I will get that video out showing you guys the ruffles as well. Lots to come. Thank you all for your support. I love you all. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, guys. Bye.